We're back at Haunted Overload, and today everybody is going to try to scare the crap out of me. And the first time it was a dress rehearsal, this time full-on scare. Not the ghost guy! If there ever was a time you could be scared to death, yeah, it's going to be very scary. It might be now, and we'll find out.
I describe it as a marathon, not a sprint. You really have to pace yourself. Because you get sick, you're out in the cold. The weather starts off like 75 degrees and humid, you know, when we first start the show. And then by Halloween, it could be 20 degrees. It's insane.
So what do you do when it rains? The show must go on,
Oh yeah,
right?
We've done a show before in 4 hours of torrential rain. It was probably one of the least fun experience. Yeah, we did. We pre-sell all the tickets so that we can maintain control, because the one thing is we don't have enough parking to just open the floodgates and let everybody in, like, you know, 3,000 people that want to come. So it's like you're buying for a play. Like, you come at a certain time so that if we block the road, we'll be shut down immediately. So there's a lot that goes into, you know, the logistics of getting that many people in and out of here. This year we completely reversed the trail, so you're going downhill instead of uphill when you enter the attraction. Last year, by the end of the attraction, and it was ending on an uphill climb, some of the people were so winded that and then it starts causing a backup. So
and they're screaming and they're scared and they're like, I can't breathe.
So you don't really realize that until people start going through, and then it's like, all right, next year I'm gonna make it so they're going downhill into the attraction so they get in there faster.
Has anybody ever been scared to death in here?
No, thank God.
Oh God. Oh no, 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 nope.
This is my second year. I live in Maine, so I drive like an hour and a half almost to get here, but it's so worth it. So they were pretty cool how they came about. They were Eric's idea, just as everything is. He had all these broken skeletons kind of just scattered around and wanted to do something with them. He took a skeleton, showed me really quick like what he wanted to do with it, just like wrap it in the black cloth, and then he's like, we're gonna cover it in sticks and make like stick monsters out of it. So, take that idea and go with it. It's like, okay. So that's what we did. We've got about, I think, 13 or 14 of them. They're all a part of the witch section. So we have, the witch section is where I act. So it's really cool to work on something in the area that I get to play in during, haunt season.
A lot of these are like little hidey spaces for us. Like,
she's like, you're gonna hate it in here.
He leaves space for everybody. She can get you, she can get you.
And don't forget, I'm not gonna remember this.
We have this too. Yeah, I'm a necromancer, so this is like gonna be where I start.
This is your spot. You'll freak me out tomorrow, I'm sure.
Well, tomorrow is friends and family, so I'm just gonna be dressed as me, because I'm still gonna be working. I don't get to dress up tomorrow.
Still scary. No, I'm kidding.
I might accidentally be walking by and scare you. He wanted patrons to be able to walk through the graveyard without trashing the place, so that's why he made these big stones and we sunk them so that people can't just knock them over. That used to be the graveyard. That guy, Sean, that's doing chips was our Grim Reaper. He has this little lair, fog comes out, he comes out.
Look at the bride.
She stands in the middle. We're not done yet with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is my 7th season.
Wow. So what makes you keep coming back?
Well, the people.
Yeah, they're awesome, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Everybody's been so nice.
Yeah.
So do you have a lot of fun and make a lot of friends and stuff like that?
Absolutely. Lifelong friendships.
I started with the animal shelter, and I am a big weenie, so I don't go inside the haunt at all. Never.
You don't like to be scared?
I go in on Fright Night Light.
Oh, you don't like to be scared at all?
No, I don't.
I am a big screamer, and you probably heard me all the way out here.
I might have. I very much enjoy it, though.
I love it, though. I love it.
I like telling the rules. Like, that's what I'm.
You're like the rule maker.
Rule lady, and that is what I enjoy doing.
Oh, wow, cool.
So I stay out here, I tell everybody the rules, and I get my fancy hula hoops going.
Niki, you want to pet it?
Sure.
He's not excited!
That was funny.
You got a pretty mouth.
Thank you.
I tell people all the time when I'm out here, I'm like, I am the nicest person you're gonna meet at this haunt. And I do a lot of easing of fears of people that are getting ready to come through. And also being like, hey, psst, parent, I don't think that kid's gonna make it.
My name is Tom Sadowski.
And what do you do here?
I'm the stage manager. I've been doing this will be my 12th season. I've been attending Haunted Overload since Eric started it at his house. I also went to Evo Tech School and did carpentry. I helped build a lot of the props.
We started very small, and we just keep building upon what we have, and as our success gets bigger and bigger, we have the budget to do stuff like this. I mean, this took us probably 7 years to save the money to make this thing. I make a little model at home so that we can have the proportions, and then we can start building it to that specs. But I remember when we started this, the snow was so late into the spring that the ground was still frozen, and I felt like I was weeks behind the whole season.
People kind of check in, and we have a map up here that we have them check in on, and that tells me, what area I may need to kind of shift people to, so we can get the best scares for. That's one of the secrets of the haunt too, is people get so involved in what's kind of around them that it makes easy prey for all the actors.
Wow, look at this.
Right.
If somebody wanted to volunteer, because people come here and they fall in love with it and they never want to leave, and they're like, wow. So how would they go about that?
That's one of the best things about doing this, is meeting all the new volunteers that have a passion for Halloween. I only want the most passionate people that love Halloween. We kind of
It's like some kind of Twilight Zone spell. I'm scared I'm going to get wrapped up.
we definitely attract them. So they go online, and you can search for Howl for the Animals link on the webpage and email us, and then we'll tell them a lot more. The best thing about this is that we give 10% right off the top to the Pope Memorial Humane Society in Dover, and we've been able to give them, now at this point it's $350,000. It started with our first year giving them $11,000, and it was like, wow, this is great. But then it's just kept building and building and building. Then we won that ABC.
The Fright Fest. I was just going to ask you about that. So you won how much?
Yeah, it was like $50,000.
And you gave it all away.
Yeah.
All of it.
That was one of the stipulations. I said, if we were going to take this on, because it's going to be an incredible amount of work, because we needed to really build a lot of stuff and get stuff ready like a month and a half early than normal. I'm like, we're gonna just give it all to the shelter. And they were, at that point, trying to build a new shelter.
Right.
So that really helped to get their fundraising campaign going. So we got a little plaque on the cat room that is dedicated to us.
Tomorrow we got pumpkins coming. the haunt bought $1,000 worth of pumpkins.
Whoa.
But at 28 cents a pound. So they're gonna come tomorrow and we're gonna have to check it out.
Oh, wow.
I'll check it out. And so what we're gonna do is the ones that aren't too bad, we'll move to the back. We'll carve new ones if they need it.
Right.
But we're still gonna carve.
Right.
And we're gonna put them on the fence.
My character's name is Purgatory Prudence. Everyone's always like, oh, that one was cute. And I'm like, no, I'm scary. Come on.
I'm scary.
I want to be scary.
When you're in the mine shaft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you're very frightened.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I like the little bird. Look at the little bird.
Nothing compares to this.
I know.
So this was the #1 haunt in America at one point. So kind of a big deal.
So we're in the cabin towards the end of the haunt, right before the dollhouse. So it's been my 2nd year in there, and I absolutely love it.
Well, I came here like 2 or 3 years ago, walking through Overload, getting scared, and I was interested, so I decided to come last year. I was a zombie last year. This year, something different.
So, what's your day job, anyways?
I work for Wentworth Douglas Hospital at the Wound Healing Institute.
So, is that how come you thought of this costume, or?
No, I did this a few years ago, so.
That's pretty ironic.
I'm going to be actually in the body bag area today.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of float around.
And you're in?
I'm in the body bag.
You're in the body bag. I'm here with who some people call the crazy cat lady, but she doesn't like that. So what is your name here?
My name here is Mistress Karma. I'd done a haunted house when I was 18 for the JCs. And so it wasn't really that easy to scare me. Well, I came through here and this place actually got me, so it's like, all right, that's solidified. I have to work here.
Your very own bandages. That's great. She works at the wound unit at the hospital.
She just joined because I'm her big sister, and cool. She was like, I love what you do, so I have to do it.
Do you get scared or not really? I get scared.
I get terrified.
I get terrified.
I won't walk through this haunt.
But you can be in it.
Oh yeah, I can be in it, but I won't walk through it.
Are you just part of the scare, or do you set it up, or?
Yeah, plug things in.
The skull out there in the pumpkin alley is really pretty damn cool because it's a definite one-of-a-kind structure. There's nothing like it pretty much in the world. I made this model and I wanted to make something incredibly unique and huge and something that had character. It's painted with that glow paint so it glows like crazy at night. It was just very unique to build.
After all this, do you still decorate your house for Halloween?
A little bit. This is pretty overwhelming. Once the show gets up and running, it's a massive undertaking just to keep it going. The lights start burning out, the speakers start burning out, corn stalks get destroyed, the trail gets destroyed from thousands of people. So just trying to keep this together and looking good for October is so much of an undertaking that I don't really decorate too much at my house. I have probably 12 pumpkins that I line the driveway with. I carve really quick right before I come over here on Halloween night.
This is my favorite scene. It's the nursery. This is blacklit. The black light's not set up yet, so the dolls aren't really glowing right now. And creepy. Yeah. Eric also has many other dolls that aren't in here yet. They're just very expensive, so he keeps them home out of the weather and stuff. But most of them are up here. The nursery used to keep going, and we cut it in half for the Devil's Den. So So we're extending it out this way. We have an actor named Olivia, and she's gonna be in that crib, and he was showing one of our other actors why we have the crib. It's like kid-proof. It's pretty amazing. Both of the trucks are supposed to be going off, but we'll fix it, hopefully, by the time we open. It's usually like someone moved something and broke the wire, the chipmunk chewed it, it got wet. Poor Kyle's like, he gets it all lit and then they all go out one by one for whatever reason. He's like, oh. So we'll fix it. It'll be fixed. It'll all be perfect by tomorrow, 100%. That's where they all hang out, and we'll have like a clown on a bike and a whole thing. We have a zip line. It's wacky over here. There's no way to like really show the actual magnitude of the place unless you're here.
So you're the first person that I've met here that really wants to do their own haunt, you know? Because I've asked different people and they're like, no way.
It's a lot of work, as anyone can see. I hope to always be a part of this place. Being in Maine and loving Halloween, like I've moved around. Maine has hardly anything, and it was breaking my heart.
You have to start it.
Exactly, yeah, I gotta bring it there. Eric is really particular about detail for the day haunt, which makes the night haunt
even better.
So much more incredible.
So I was in a bluegrass band before being here, and somebody else that was in the bluegrass band, my friend Michelle, she says, hey, they got this idea, they're floating at the haunt and we're looking for a banjo player.
You're with Will Smith.
Yep.
Otherwise known as
Father Billy.
Father Billy, but I call you Goat Guy.
Goat Guy.
In the first year, I just had my regular banjo, and they put me in an outhouse. And I had tights on that made me look like I was naked and sitting in the outhouse taking a dump playing the banjo. It was remarkable.
You were the other character before.
Yes.
Which is?
Scurvina. So we like to change it up pretty regularly because sometimes people will come through multiple times in a season.
I went to Fright Kingdom for 2 years and then came here for this season.
So I started in 2011.
2007 here, and you and I have been doing haunts for like 30 years. Yeah. We did other ones at the Foxwoods Casino and just all over haunting. It's great.
Can you put it on for us? I really love it.
Thank you very much. But yeah, this is me.
Go die! We have pirates. Tonight is Igor's. Oh. We also have witches. Oh! You broke it. You can't break it.
Sometimes I am a sexy cheerleader.
I'm also a sexy cheerleader.
No way.
Yes. Yes, we are so sexy sometimes instead of ugly.
You have complaint? And they're usually like, no. I'm like, good. Complainers go in incinerator with complaints. We file.
Well, what kind of complaints would they have?
There's no beer.
You're not scary.
I decorated the inside of the shack from all stuff that I found in the woods up to camp. And so the wood stove, all the rusty cans and everything is all from up there. It's a very natural setting.
Best part is I spend time with
we get
my
to do
brother.
It together. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Banjo is quintessential horror, and it like, is remarkable. I was gonna say it's remarkable how many people come through playing that, and if they're, there's a copyright on it, so I don't play that. I just play my own little grooves. But if somebody does that, I'll mimic them back with it, and they just go crazy.
What?
We're pretty much the only attraction that I know of that has a daytime walk. It started off a little slow, like who's gonna wanna come to a haunt in the daytime, but it's grown into this crazy thing that people just love. To tromps through the trails and not get scared. There's a lot of either kids that don't wanna get scared or even adults that can't handle the getting scared can come and look at all this stuff during the day and just enjoy the fall weather and structures and creepy things. So we're really proud of that because it's a ton more work to make everything look good from every angle during the day.
Well, the owner says, I got this guy coming in and he wants to build a haunt. So I'm gonna let him use my land and he needs help. So he went to that farm and I was a farmhand, and so he told me, he's like, I think he's gonna need help, you know? And it was out in the field. So that means we had to lug everything in. That's not fun.
You're kind of getting rushed through at night, so you might miss all this stuff. And a lot of photographers like to come over here and you know, take close-ups of this during the day. You know, we allow that.
He found this place, and this is like where we should have been from the beginning.
Places at night, you know, you can kind of cover up certain things, but when it's open during the day, people are gonna be taking pictures from every single angle. So I'm always looking like, oh my God, there's a trash can. Get that out of there, it's gonna end up on Instagram, you know?
You direct everything and you don't really get to scare people as much as you like to?
No, I mean, people do get creeped out by the cat, and I mean, if they don't see me right away, then yeah, they get surprised. Or if they take a picture of me, then they actually see my face, and yeah, that creeps them out, but I don't actually get to scare in my position.
I've been here for like 10 years. 1 year difference? I don't know. Honestly, I just pulled a number out of my butt.
The love of doing the characters, the makeup, and just that this is like the greatest playground you could ever have as a creative person.
I really thought it was cool, so asked if we could be a part of it this year.
She makes me come back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I pull her by her hair.
Yeah. Okay. What if I dressed up like you just for like 20 minutes? What do they call you?
BOGO. B-O-G-O. Like buy one, get one.
So what if I dress up like you for 45 minutes and I do the cat thing just so you have a chance to go through?
That would be awesome, actually.
Do the scares when I can. I try to help out in the off season, but they work constantly here, so it's kind of, if you show up, they'll find something for you to do.
Do you want me to wear my mask?
Yes.
The story of Father Billy actually starts out as a priest who was down on his luck. His congregation was leaving him.
Weren't you the one I scared the other when you came through one night?
My girlfriend got me into this. We've been together for 5 years in November.
So if you broke up, would you not do it anymore?
In the flames, he becomes the demon.
And some guy was like, "You're smoking hot." And I turn around and go, "I'm on fire? Where's the smoke?"
The rectangle eyes of a goat just kind of brings forth a bit of unworldly kind of feeling to them.
You know, that happened. We were thinking of breaking up. I'm like, well, the haunt's yours, not mine. I'll leave. You brought me into it. And she's like, no, you love it so much. Don't do that.
And then he's like, "No, you're attractive." I was like, "Ooh, Igor, go from 2 to 4.
I got its Frankenstein banjo from a shop up in Ashland. So it's really a POS banjo, but it's rock solid. And I think you got the pictures because this guy's got guts. So I went down, we lived near the university here and stuff, so some of them kids think they can party out in the fields, and we just went off there and scoop them and slice and dice and popped them on the banjo here. And so it makes for something that's a little bit novel. It's kind of picked over, but if we get hungry too, we can snack on it and things. It's really good. I'll probably look for a fresh one next year also. It's a cute kid at the time, you know. What I do with part of the act is Sissy gets them all scared, and they really do. They scream and pee their pants and stuff with her at the front of the shack. I'll play some gospel songs and things like that, but usually it's just a groove that gets people dancing.
So, can you tell me what you thought?
Oh, yeah, look at that. I don't know.
You know, I love the screams. I love the energy of everybody here.
We have a hard time. We just.
Okay, we're done with all the interviews. We've seen all the construction, all the buildings, all the pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns. Now we're gonna go through like a regular customer. Wish me luck.
It's a circus.
I hear something.
It's the fun house. Have fun.
This is so different this time. Is she still there?
In your crunchy toes! Oh, he's so funny!
So scary. God, I'm sweating from being scared. Is it over? Haunted Overload was amazing. Not only does it look amazing, the actors are amazing, everybody here seems to be having so much fun, but it was also super scary. And at night, it feels like you're in there forever.
Say I might be the ringmaster, but those are not my monkeys in there.
It's our secret, Wallace. It's our secret.
Not the goat guy!
Just the other day, I bought my wife a little scarecrow at the grocery store. She does like Halloween. I think I burned her out on it a little bit.
The detail and the amount of work they put into it is incredible.
My son's a character here, so we're supporting him. He's a steampunk zombie.
My friend works here, and she invited me.
Okay.
And I'm not happy with her right now.
Are you all scared?
Oh, yeah.
Chose the right outfit. That's not on yet, right?
Right, no.
6 years in a row now, and it's
As a whole group, everybody?
pretty much.
Okay.
No, we had some newbies.
So what was the scariest part?
Chainsaw Man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
My microphone fell on my underwear.
Oh no!
I was like, oh no!
Wow. Terrifying. I kept gagging.
What was the scariest part?
I don't remember. I closed my eyes.
So what was the scariest part, guys?
I think the guy with the chainsaw.
Anything with a chainsaw.
Oh, the church. The church was creepy.
Yeah, the church was.
The house, though, the haunted house was really good, too.
One got me.
Which one?
In the mine scene.
Honestly, I thought it was pretty good.
Only pretty good. Well,
yeah, you know, I mean,
what could be better?
I don't know. I don't know.
Knowing who's real and who's not real. Absolutely. I get scared in the kitchen. I just get scared of everything.
I think I liked being scared the most. I mean, I screamed a million times. You probably heard me down here.
Monsters know. The monsters know. So
I swear to God, they do know.
Yeah.
Definitely got you from behind a lot of times. One of the guys came at us from the front, and then we were backing up this way, and then all of a sudden.
What about you?
The coffins. Probably,
Coffins.
when they jump out of the coffins.
What about you?
Mine was the chainsaws.
I was startled a lot.
Jump scares, lots of
jump scares.
I'd say like the tunnel part when you get out, and then the chainsaw guy.
I just love dolls and clowns.
Kind of on those like the mazes when it's like really sharp turns.
You're a hard sell.
Yeah.
Banjo Man.
Pleasantly terrified.
No, I loved it.
I loved their masks, especially the one that kind of looks like Devil/Baphomet.
She said this was going to be like a dress rehearsal.
My favorite restaurant.
We just do
your
silly
husband?
stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hi.
I like that little doll with the glass eye who asked me if I wanted to play with her.
Before you give your ticket, everything you get to see all the way up.
Absolutely.
The sculptures are incredible.
The guy who started it used to do just his yard. Yeah. And it would have these huge pumpkin people and everything.
Oh,
and he just had a little box out for the SPCA. And it's amazing to see.
Isn't it? Yeah.
It's acres and acres now.
Your bites, that's awesome. Look at that.
Here, I don't work here.
Wow, thanks for joining me. Haunted Overload was amazing, and I swear it was one of the scariest haunts I've ever been to. And it's about 50 acres, and